Hello, Wilson families. This is Dr. Hayden, your principal, again with another update on our transition to hybrid learning. So today we're going to be going through a PowerPoint that is our virtual orientation for families as we transition back into school. So here is our lovely tiger. I love this picture. It just looks like the tiger is like, I'm ready for my close-up. So welcome back. During this session, we're going to be talking about some of the safety protocols and procedures that you can expect when you come into the building. And if you have any questions that are not answered in this presentation, please feel free to call the main office and speak with Ms. Kennedy, 216-838-1850, or you can email me at dawn.hayden@clevelandmetroschools.org, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. So right now, our priorities are maintaining the health and safety and well-being of all of our scholars and staff. So we want to make sure we are exemplifying excellence in learning and teaching, that things are filled with joy, and we are aligned to a coherent and unified core curriculum, while also supporting you, our scholars and families and staff as we adapt to this new program. So a new way of doing things. We have been online now for a year, and so we are going to be transitioning back into the building. But as we do this, we will not be transitioning all at one time, nor will we be coming back every single day at the moment. This first phase, as we transition in, will be for our special ed students, specifically our deaf ed population, whose first day will be this Friday, March the 12th. Starting on March the 15th, we will phase in preschool through second grade. And then starting on March the 22nd, we will phase in the remainder of our students from third through eighth grade. As a parent, you have the choice on how you would like your student to continue with their education for the rest of the year. You can choose to go along with the hybrid model that we are going to be beginning on Friday. And what that means is that your child will have some days in person and some days remote, as they've been doing all year. The majority of our students will be coming in 2 days a week. We do have a few groups that'll be here 4 days a week. Those, again, are our special ed specific populations, just specific populations that were invited for 4 days, and our preschool students. Those are the only students that will be here 4 days. The rest of our students will be here 2 days, either Monday and Tuesday or Thursday and Friday. All of this will be on your card that you should have received. You should have the dates already. And if you don't, we'd be more than happy to let you know what those days are. Just give us a call. You can also opt to remain virtual for the remainder of the year, which just means that your child will have class Monday and Tuesday and Thursday and Friday online, just as we have all year. We have been able to figure out a way to keep the majority of our students that are in this building serviced by our teachers here in the building, I'm sorry. Now, there is a possibility for a couple of grades that we will not be able to absorb in those students who stay remote. And if that is to happen, your child will then have a different teacher, but they will continue with the curriculum that we've already been using this year, and your child's grades will just transition right with them. You will still be a Willson student. You do not need to withdraw or transfer your child anywhere. Even though they're staying remote, they will still be a Willson student. The third option you have is to go for a virtual academy. Now, what this means is this is completely online. Your child will be transferred out of Willson and transferred into the virtual academy. If you want your child to return back to in-person at Willson, you will have to then transfer them again starting next school year. So just to let you know, those are your three options that you have. You will choose whatever is best for your family and fits your needs, and we will support you in the best way that we can. If you are choosing to opt out of coming in hybrid and you would like to go with either being just remote or going to the virtual academy, you can do so by calling 838-3675 and speaking with an enrollment specialist. Or you can follow the link on this page and it will take you to the smart sheet, and that will allow you to do the opt-out information on your own. The choice is yours. You can either call or use the smart sheet. And again, we're here to help you if you have any questions to explain exactly what each of your choices is. So as we said, phase one is those select students in special education, and how that impacts Willson. It is the deaf students who attend here at Willson. They will be starting school on Friday, March the 12th. Now, the buses should have already contacted you to give you the information on what time they will be picked up and dropped off. We are going back to our normal hours of 8 o'clock to 2:30. And so that's where your child will be, picked up and brought here by bus. And then we will get them in and dismiss them back onto the bus and back to you according to our regular schedule, like we have done in the past. For those of you in phase two, this is all of our preschool students and all of our students in kindergarten to second grade. They will start phasing in on March the 2nd, which is next Monday. And again, these students will be here 2 days a week, with the exception of preschool, which will be coming 4 days a week. Then our phase three students, which is our 3rd grade through 8th grade, will begin phasing in on March the 22nd. Again, if you do not know the date that your child is supposed to be here in person, please give us a call. We'd be happy to help you with that information. So just so you have the contact information, here is my email and direct phone number, and Ms. DeGrandis, our assistant principal, her email as well. And we also this year are fortunate enough to have a Say Yes family support specialist, Miss Layla Smith. If you guys have not talked to her already, she is absolutely amazing, and we are very glad to have her here and lucky to have her. Her information for contact is 216-538-0777, and that is her direct dial number. Here are some other important numbers that you may need: the COVID hotline, the rapid response hotline, IT support, school enrollment, special education, and other community resources. So these are phone numbers that you may just want to take a quick picture of so that you have them always. And it is just right there at your fingertips if you are to need it. It is very important that we have current contact information for you, especially with students returning to the building on certain days. So please make sure your teacher has your correct contact information. We are, of course, also asking that you please provide us with an email address. So again, just another way to make sure that you are getting all the information as it comes out. Our school hours are, again, as I said, returning back to our normal hours, and that means from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. If you want to come by the building, we are asking that you please make an appointment. We will not be allowing visitors or parents into the building. Right now, the most important thing is that we keep our students safe, our staff safe, and you safe. So we are asking that if you need to come into the office for any reason, please make an appointment. We are easily accessible by phone, by email, or we can certainly meet with you on Zoom if you want to have a conversation that way. For those in the building, we are maintaining 6 feet apart, and we are only allowing people in that have masks. So if you do not have a mask when you come in, we will provide you with one. So for the safety of everyone, again, we are asking parents, guardians, visitors, volunteers to not try to come into the building. We will not be allowing them into the building or classrooms at this time. The only exception would be a parent who needs to come in and pick up a child early, or for those of you that are coming to pick up meals for your remote students. We will still be doing that meal distribution from the cafeteria door as we have been doing all year. Those hours will remain from 10:30 to 2 p.m. And again, our goal is to keep everyone safe. We know that this is going to be a little awkward as we get off to a start, but again, we are working together to make sure that everyone stays safe. So when we arrive in the morning, things are going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to be meeting you outside to check in to make sure your child is here on the right day. So our buses will be arriving at 7:40 to unload and get the students into the building. I am asking, please, that those of you that are driving your child here to please arrive no earlier than 7:50. We're trying to keep the line small. We're trying not to, group anybody together. So again, I am going to ask for your patience. Please wait with your child in the car until I can talk to you and I can check and make sure we're on the right day, and then we can get your child in line. I am asking that all of those that walk to school, please arrive at 8 a.m. Yes, I know this is when our day starts, and that's okay. Every child will receive breakfast when they come in the room or into the building. I'm sorry. As you come in, your child will go through security as usual. They will have their temperature checked, and then they will pick up their bag breakfast. Breakfast will be eaten in the classrooms along with lunch. So again, these are, grab and go. Everything will be ready for the students. We will have our interpreters and other paraprofessionals in the building to assist in the classrooms. And also lunch will be delivered to your room. Encores will be in the classroom. And we will have bathroom and recess in the gym schedule for everyone. Again, we are dismissing a little bit different as well. And so dismissal will be at 2:10 for those of you that are picking your children up in a car. So I'm asking if you could please come at 2:10 to pick your child up, be in the front as we normally would do. We will send your child out. Those that are walking will be dismissed at 2:20, and those that are on the buses will be dismissed at 2:30. So as we get ready for school, we want to make sure that you're doing your health screenings at home. So check your child's temperature. If they have a temperature of over 100 degrees, 0.4, please keep them home. If they have a cough, headache, loss of taste or smell, a sore throat, a runny nose, if they're tired, if they have nausea or vomiting or diarrhea, muscle aches or body aches, please keep your child home. We will have to send them home if they come in with a temperature over 100.4. So again, please keep them home if you know that they're running a fever. Once they go home with a fever, they will have to stay home until they are 1 day, 24 hours past running a fever. So just so you know, it will be at least a few days before they can come back. Your students need to make sure that they have a face mask when they come to school, and they will wear it throughout the day. We will be providing additional face masks for each of our students, 2nd grade through 8th grade. We will have a face shield, for preschool through 2nd grade, and they will have the option of wearing the mask or just the shield. It is up to you, so just so you're aware of that. And like I said, we do have additional masks. For our students who are in 1st through 8th grade, we do have a computer backpack that is being provided, and for them to bring their device back and forth to school. We are asking that you please charge the device every night. I will have a few cords here to help the students if their battery is to run low, but please make sure that they are charged every night. Uniforms are not going to be required at this time, but we do ask that your student be dressed in appropriate school clothing. Our hybrid learning schedules are a little different, as we said. Your student will be in school either 2 days a week or 4 days a week, depending on their assignment, but most of our students will be here only 2 days a week. Our preschool and special populations will be here all 4 days. The students who are remaining in the remote learning space, they will still follow the schedule that they are on as well. They may adjust their time if your remote teacher is here in the building to mirror the times in the building. So that would be from 8 to 2:30. And so again, you can request your child be changed to a different day if the assigned days do not work for you. And again, please make sure you call 838-3675 and they will take care of that for you. This is a sample schedule, so you can see that there are times that you're in person and times that you will be remote. Wednesdays is one of those days that we will continue to be remote and have that asynchronous learning going on at home for your students. Here in the building will be closed also, and we will be doing a very deep, thorough cleaning of the building on Wednesdays. Because we have one group of students here Monday, Tuesday, we clean the building very thoroughly. And then Thursday and Friday, we have a different set of students. Now, we also are cleaning the building every day and throughout the day. But just so you know that on Wednesdays, it gets that deeper cleaning. We'll make sure we sanitize every surface. And again, we are working to keep your child safe. while they are here. So CMSD is going to continue to follow the recommendations from the CDC and the medical experts. We do have temperature checkpoints, hand sanitizing stations throughout the building. We will be maintaining social distancing as defined as 6 feet apart. Or as you can see on our hallways, when you saw the other video, pause. So Mr. Nari was kind enough to paint the paws on the floor for us so we could stay 6 paws apart. So capacity on buses and in classrooms is limited to ensure that we have fewer students in the space at the same time. Now, this means that for the most part, our classrooms max out at 12 students. So there will not be more than 12 students in a classroom with the exception of one class, which is larger and has a larger capacity. Again, the classrooms and other areas of the school and buses will be cleaned and sanitized on a regular basis. So you should still expect to get a high quality education. We will still have the one-on-one technology. It will be assigned to your child for the remainder of the year. We will have prepackaged meals to reduce children gathering in lines. We're going to be eating breakfast and lunch in our classrooms, again, to avoid those larger groups. We do have a full-time nurse here in the building who will also be monitoring. If there are any symptoms, we will make sure to call you right away and have the child picked up. We do have a designated space, which we're calling the care clinic, for the student to wait as to not expose other students. And again, if your student is sick, we do ask that they stay home for a full 24 hours after the fever or symptoms are finished. If you have any questions or concerns, please call the COVID hotline at 216-838-9355. We will maintain social distancing here with the children. That will happen on the bus, in the classroom, during breaks, when we go to the bathroom, everything. So we will maintain that social distancing. We have altered the school and bus schedules to make sure to decrease capacity so that we can maintain those social distancing. We are going to require that students keep their face masks on, as well as our staff, when we are here in the building in accordance to state and local guidance. Again, there is a limited number that will be provided to each student. We will be giving them 3 cloth masks, and visitors will be provided with a mask if they need it, disposable mask if they come up to the building. Again, they will only go as far as the office because we will not be allowing people into the building. You can expect us to continue to have that two-way communication. I think that one of the things that has come out of this is that we've had a lot more one-on-one contact with students and families. And so I really hope that that continues. We need your email addresses so that we can keep sending you newsletters and updates via email. We are using our social media, our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and of course, Class Dojo. So please make sure you're watching all of those things so that you can keep up with everything that's happening here at school. We will continue our family engagement activities. We will continue to have our PAC meetings because we have PAC here. And we will continue to do our virtual or phone parent and teacher conferences. Again, our point is to stay, to continue those as much online as possible to reduce the amount of contact that we have. So again, if you have any concerns about COVID-19, please call the Wellness Hotline at 838-9355. For our school supplies, the district, as we noted, is providing book bags for students along with some school supplies and cloth masks. The book bag can be used to transport the student's device from home to school and back again every day. And the school is providing additional hand sanitizer and disposable masks to each student. This was a grant from Buckeye Medical that Mr. Gerotics was able to secure. So there are some additional things that your children will get thanks to Mr. D. Supporting your child in hybrid. So it's going to be really important, to get back into the routine of going back to school. So that means going to bed early, making sure we're waking up on time and getting dressed for school. That was, again, one of the things that was kind of nice about being remote is you could wake up and get online in 10 seconds. But we're going to have to get back into those routines of getting up. I know I've been practicing myself, getting up, making sure I'm here early. So we all need that routine, including me. School uniforms are not required, but again, we are asking that the clothing be appropriate for school. Create a schedule for your child and make a commitment to stick with it. That will help them stay focused. Structure and routines are also great in helping your child stay on top of things and not following behind on assignments. Discuss your schedule and identify the best times for learning and instruction, as well as some family-oriented activities that you can do, such as taking a walk outside. As the weather is starting to break, I know that's one of the things that we would like to be able to do is take walks down into the park. So use a family calendar or other visuals to keep track of when you are supposed to be in person and remote, as well as your deadlines of assignments, so we can make sure everything is getting turned in on time. Parents and caregivers, don't forget, you have access to your student Schoology page, so you can see when they're turning things in and when they aren't. So if you need help with that, just contact your teacher. One of the most important things about coming back to school also is making sure that our students are being taken care of when it comes to their emotional wellness. So we will be a partner with you in this process, but please make sure you're watching your child for any signs of changes in behavior, because this is going to be stressful. They're going to have some anxiety about returning because they haven't been with us in a while. And some of them may not have been going out as much and being in contact with other people. So just make sure you're communicating with your child about how they are feeling. We continue to have welfare services in the building. And so if that is something you would like to explore, please make sure to call the building and we can help to set that up with Miss Marcy. She is still here in the building and she will still be able to speak with your child. We also have, again, Miss Smith, our Say Yes Family Support Specialist, who can also help you with any services or barriers or challenges that you're facing. So please do not be afraid to reach out to the school. We're happy to help you. Meal distributions will continue for those of you that are going to remain remote. And again, you will come to the cafeteria doors between the hours of 10:30 and 2 p.m. Now that is for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. On Wednesdays, we will not be distributing meals as we will be cleaning the building. We continue to have the support of our Say Yes support specialist and our Belfair for additional support services that you may need. Again, please feel free to reach out to us at any time. We are very excited that you are returning to school, and I cannot wait to see all of your smiling faces. So until then, I will see you later. And thanks for joining me for our virtual open house.